Howdy. How's everybody doing? This is Kevin Marcus Miller, the Marketing Clarity Doc, all virtual lesson 49. Hi, how's everybody doing? Back at you. Thank you, everyone, for showing some love. I was on vacation, so now I'm back. It's back to daily videos. All right. So today we're going to be talking about one of every CEO's most difficult tasks: letting go of control. Now, there's a couple things here to keep in mind. First thing you need to ask yourself is, are you a perfectionist? Right? Or are you someone who tends to chill back and need someone to motivate you? If you are a perfectionist, that means you tend to micromanage people. And it probably also, not all the time, but it probably means that you are not quite 100% self-aware of all the times that you actually are rubbing people the wrong way. So you might micromanage a project with a vendor or a team member, and they might not say anything because, oh, that's just Kevin, right? That was one of the hardest skills for me to sharpen was, yes, I'm self-aware, but what happens is when you start working on really, really difficult projects, sometimes you can't just let go and hope it goes well because there's a lot on the line, right? So what I like to do is actually categorize things for my team. That way, I don't need to have an internal freak out and micromanage things. If it's a tier 1 task, meaning it's the most important task, it cannot be done wrong, guess what? I'm going to have input as we go, right? I'll be checking in, right? All those kind of things. Tier 2 and tier 3 tasks, however, I will not be doing those things. If it gets done wrong, I will point it out later. And you may be asking yourself, why? Why not just watch everything as it goes down, right? And here's the reason. Is because your team isn't going to be able to be great until you learn how to be great. And one of the things that great leaders do, right, is they do not micromanage. They let their team members execute. And they also let their team members grow, fail, and do better. So if you're somebody who tends to micromanage, it's probably because you got that perfectionism thing going on and you think that, oh, well, I know it best. It also could be a case of you hired the wrong team, because if you hire the right team, you aren't going to be having those issues as often, because you should not be the smartest person on your team. If you're a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur, right, what tends to happen as you scale your business, especially on the way to 7, right, what starts to happen is you realize that the same team that got you from 5 to 6 is not usually going to be the team that takes you from 6 to 7. So take a moment, evaluate, do I tend to give my input or constructive criticism before the projects are done? If so, maybe you should categorize those tasks by tier 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Now, if you're someone who lacks motivation, that's a different story, right? If you're having a difficult time letting go of control, but you also lack motivation, you need to really ask yourself, what's the issue? And 9 times out of 10, what I see with my clients is it's actually an issue of urgency. They're running a business, but it's not urgent to them. making money isn't urgent to them. And if that's the case, you need to understand that anybody you hire, it's not going to be urgent to them either. That's why some of my clients, way out of here, right? Some of my clients, not so much, right? It's because of the urgency. If you take your financial, emotional, health, bank account seriously, other people are going to do the same, right? And sometimes urgency comes in our life from crisis, like it did in mine, right? Sometimes it becomes our new operating frequency, right? So ask yourself, why am I having a hard time letting go of control? Thank you so much for your time today. I hope this was helpful. As always, feel free to reach out to us via our website, allapproach.com. Got some really cool goodies coming your way. So stay tuned. Make sure you're on our email list for those free giveaways. Alrighty. Have a great day.